Hello and good morning everyone. I hope you're enjoying your business breakfast, and I'm sorry that I can't be with you personally. I'm currently working away in London, running some courses on IFRS 9 and financial instruments, but looking forward to being back at Bulgaria at the weekend, and of course for many more courses next year as well. And with that in mind, I just wanted to spend a few minutes this morning talking to you about financial analysis, and indeed what we might cover on our courses together when we explore the areas of financial analysis. My experience in terms of this subject, well, for 15 years or so now, I've been involved with talking to many companies about how we can actually use their financial statements to help bring about an understanding in the business that ultimately helps us to achieve our strategy. So the training I've delivered has involved training to boards of directors, senior managers, junior staff, and indeed non-accountants. Everyone needs something slightly different from the financial statements, and everyone can indeed use those financial statements to actually understand what's going on in the business and therefore how to respond to that, and of course how to manage the risks associated with it. And of course the key risks we need to think about at the moment, I think, are threefold. First of all, there's the perhaps obvious one, which is liquidity risk. As we come out of the credit crisis, I think it's fair to say that companies don't actually have much cash available to them, either in terms of current resources or indeed in terms of future resources to fund expansion. So managing the liquidity position of a business, very, very important. And of course we face a risk with regard to profitability. Our key stakeholders want us to deliver a really good set of results, particularly after the many years of the credit crisis. However, what we can find ourselves doing is taking short-term action, which, whilst it may bring about a short-term increase in profit, is not necessarily good for the long-term strategic success of the business. So sure, we should pursue short-term profit objectives, but not at the detriment of our level of competitiveness going forward. And of course, the easiest fix to short-term liquidity problems is to take on additional financing where it is available to us. And of course, if we do that, then we create a debt structure, which means that going forward we have to generate an even higher level of return than previously, and we create a lot of commercial pressure for ourselves. So hopefully on our time together we'll talk about the different sources of risk, we'll talk about the techniques we can use to spot those within the financial statements, and then how we can respond to those within our everyday work that we do. I'll also be keen to talk to you about forensic accounting as well. And given we're under so much pressure to achieve a turnaround in results, we can often find that people are exercising perhaps aggressive earnings management. And we'll look at techniques for actually understanding the financial statements, understanding the relationships between the short term, the long term, the performance, the position, and the liquidity, and identifying where things just don't stack up, and therefore investigating further to actually identify situations involving fraudulent financial reporting. In terms of the approach to understanding financial analysis, well, personally, I like to take quite a practical approach to this. Sure, there is a lot of theory behind it, but you only have to read publications, for example, like the Financial Times, just to see that this is not an abstract theoretical concept, but actually these are issues being faced by companies every day. And so I try to bring those into the courses with me so that we can see real life examples of the things that we're talking about, and then I think that puts us in a better position to think about how financial analysis could be really used as a tool within our own business. So in summary, therefore, financial analysis is all about understanding short-term risk and long-term risk, all about using the financial statements to understand what's going on in the business. And if we put ourselves in that position, then of course we can take the most appropriate action going forward. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your business breakfast, and very much look forward to meeting with you in due course. Thanks very much.